Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to give you a review of the Duel on Starkiller Base. This is set number 75236. It has 191 pieces, and it retails for $20. It's also ages 6 and up. And let's get into it. So let's move the minifigures off for now. Let me show you the build. So it's this little snow terrain. If you've seen The Force Awakens, you know what part this is. There's also spoilers, but you should probably already see it by now. So the first thing is just there's some snow, rocks, and trees. There's a big rock over here. And in the middle, you can see kind of some fire and lava. Look at that in just a second. Let me just show you around. It's a pretty nice build. Looks pretty nice. Probably good to have on display. It's quite small too. There you go. These trees are pretty nice. They also come with these white pieces, small leaf pieces. These are good. The set only comes with 3, which is not the best. Those I think are pretty rare. And the trees are quite nice. Obviously they're not supposed to be a full tree because I'd have to go like really high. They're supposed to kind of just represent small trees. And so let me show you the part that I was talking about earlier with the fire. So when I was showing you, you probably saw the little hinge in the back. Let me just show you that. And that is for opening up the center. So it will actually open up like in the movie. And there's just some extra lava detail around here, right there, right here. Looks pretty nice. There's some black. And so you can like display it like this, you can display it like that, or you could even move it all the way back like this, which doesn't really make much sense. It doesn't look the best, but you could do that if you want to. And I personally like it just like this, or maybe like that. And another cool feature of the set is if you have a figure, and there's also these little turntables on here to put the figures on. Also on the other side. Let me just place Ray on here. And if you turn the minifigure, it will actually knock down the... Whoa, that actually didn't work. Knock down the tree. Just a quick little hinge over here. And that will reveal a stud shooter with an extra stud in there. And it's probably not the best. A real blaster would be better. And if you have over here... Oh, let's place them on there. Wait. There. Alright, and if you spin Kylo Ren, you can knock down this tree, which has nothing underneath. There's some tiles. But that one's quite nice. And they're really easy to do. They can just go... Oh, there. Hit it on the way back. And yeah, there's just some different height of trees. This one's medium, small, and large. Get them off. And yeah, the detail is quite nice around the edges. There's some rock detail, leaf. These leaves are not the best. Yeah, there. And you can see your little red axle right there, which isn't the best. It's kind of hard to see. I mean, if you're looking at like from eye level, you can't see it. But if you're looking from the top, there's also a gray one over here. And so those don't look the best, but the red definitely doesn't look good. And on the back, there's nothing on the small ugly rock piece back here. You could put someone back there, but that doesn't really make much sense. And that is it for the actual base.
Okay, so for Rey, she has dark tan legs, a light gray torso and arms. She has normal like flesh tone hands. She has a little bit like detail on the legs. She also has a belt, and she also has more dark tan on her torso. Like I don't know. And then her hair is just her normal dark brown hair. And her face, she does have an alternate face. This face is just like a normal face, and her alternate face is just like a tiny bit of a smile. Okay, so for Kylo Ren, he has some robe detail on his legs. That's like a little bit tattered. He also has like a little like puncture thing from Chewbacca, and some more stuff on his torso, like more robe stuff. He has no arm printing or leg printing, same as Ray. And he has a belt with some folds in his torso, like for his like cloak. And he has a like long black hair. His face is just has like a little bit of like he's like gritting his teeth, and he has like his eyes are like angry. And his alternate face has his the scar and an open mouth, and the scar looks pretty nice.
Overall, I think the set's pretty good. And let me give you like a nice little show of the box. I'm just gonna show you this. Oh, that's kind of close. This is gonna be hard to do. Let me move this. Let's just move all these out of the way. Okay. So on the front of the box, you can see all the information. Right there, you can see a nice little scene. Flip it back around. Whoop. That's what that side looks like. On the back, you can see some of the features of the spinning like turntables and the opening and closing of that. Up there in the corner, it's kind of hard to see the hidden blaster knocking out the trees. Another little shot here. It just gives you a actual size of Kylo Ren. Nothing really on that side. Just more information. On the bottom is just a barcode. Let's just put that away. Oh, I'll just put it back here. That's good enough. Okay. Let me bring this thing back into view. Set the minifigures up. Got a basic. Okay. So for a set score, for features, you know, with the falling trees, the hidden blaster, the turntables, and the opening and closing of this, I give an 8 for features. For display ability, I give it a 7 because I mean it looks pretty nice, but you know from the edge down there it doesn't quite look the best, like you could say, and around the sides just kind of flat. And with the little pin up there and around the back, you know, some parts don't look the best, but the turntables don't look good. You can kind of see a little bit of hinging, but that's fine. I give it a 7. For value, I give it an 8 because you know it does have that. You know, for like the perfect amount of pieces would be like 200 pieces. But it has 191 pieces, which is only 9 off, which is basically 10 cents per piece. But I mean, it does come with 2 minifigures. But both these minifigures are kind of simple. This one does have the, I think, exclusive scar. So that is exclusive face, and I was actually looking at it. It does have exclusive printing on the body. For Ray, I think this is the same. The face might be new, but I don't think so. Yeah, I think that's just the same one. So, I mean, good figures, but only one exclusive one, which is good. And, you know, with that big rock piece right here, and some of the plates on here are kind of big, you know, I think 8 is a good value. I mean, yeah, having bigger parts, but it does have a lot of cheese slopes, studs, you know, 1x2s. So, we'll also these pieces also add to that. For complexity, like how complex the set is, I give it a 5.5. It's not very complex. You know, it's kind of simple. It's very like basic. There's no like crazy, you know, like building technique. I mean, this right here is kind of cool, but that just looks cool. It's not hard to do. And you know, that's, I mean, building the trees are simple with the rod and with the leaves and stuff. I mean, it's quite basic. For overall, like the overall score of it, I give it an 8.5 for just like overall score of being a set. I think, yeah, 8.5 is pretty good. You know, with it looks nice, and you know, all like the cool pieces, good minifigures, you know, a couple features and stuff. I think it's pretty good. So giving it an overall score of 37, which is kind of nice. I add that up off camera, so that's why it's kind of cut. Which is a pretty good score, especially out of 5. The best would be 50, but I mean, since it's not really complex, but that's not really a big deal. Like, good sets cannot be, they're not be complex. And most of it's, you know, quite high with 8s and 7s and stuff. So I think this is a really great set. It has good minifigures, good pieces, good stuff like that. So, bye for now, and I'll see you next time. Bye!